Hello nerds, welcome back to an episode of WNIN, your source for the music and music production news. We got a lot of interesting things to talk about today, including Bandcamp becoming the first major platform to ban AI, Fabfilter Pro C3, didn't think that was ever coming, and more. Before we get started, make sure to like button and subscribe if you're new here if you want to stay up to date with the music news. Follow me on Instagram if you haven't. I will be giving away some software tomorrow from IK Multimedia. So follow me on Instagram and turn on post notifications, post and story notifications. I'm going to announce it through one or the other. I haven't decided yet. This is not a drill. In our first story, Fabfilter Pro C3 has been released. I didn't really think this was ever coming. I'm going to be honest. I didn't know what they could add. They found things to add though, I guess. They state here, professional compression for everyone. Yes, it's for everyone who can afford $200 for a compressor. It does seem good though, I will say that it does seem good. Incredible sound and character, written by the company that made it. They state it is a high quality compressor plugin for the most demanding engineers. Whether you need subtle mastering compression, upfront lead vocal, that magic drum glue, or deep EDM pumping, it gets the job done with style. To be fair, I mean, yeah, I've been using Pro C2 to get an upfront lead vocal for a very long time, I'm not gonna lie. So here there's Tony Maserati stating that the way Pro C shows you the compression is ingenious. I'm just curious which version of Pro C they quoted this from him on. It might have been version 1, I'm gonna be honest. This doesn't seem like he's talking about version 3. This here is what looks good about it. They have 14 different program-dependent compression styles, as well as character modes to introduce saturation, color, drift, as well as Dolby Atmos functionality. Up to 32x oversampling, auto threshold, intelligent auto gain and auto release, variable knee and hold, look ahead external sidechain, host tempo sync triggering, variable stereo linking, and mid-side processing. I mean, I'm mostly interested in these 14 different program-dependent compression styles with various character modes. They actually added something. I didn't know what they were going to add to this. Now the question is, what will they add in Pro C4? There's no way there's going to be another version. They state here they've redesigned the interface, but it honestly does not look that different. It mostly looks darker to me. So they state that the new interface gives insightful metering with real-time displays that will improve your workflow. So they actually added the instance list here, giving you basically a modular channel strip, allowing you to control Pro Q4, Pro C3, DS, and Pro G instances all together. So they gave you a little bit of a reason to buy their other plugins now. I said little bit. I don't know if there's much there. It's not really that necessary. Like, it was barely necessary with Pro Q4. I mean, it was kind of nice, but is it really a big deal though? No. So they added this character and drive feature. This looks pretty sick in my opinion, giving you analog saturation, coloring, and drift. So you can combine a bunch of different types of compressor flavors with different types of analog coloring. I already know AP Mastering is making his video about why you don't need this and why you should use this really ugly plugin instead. They've made the sidechaining much more in-depth, allowing you to add up to 6 bands for your EQ on your sidechain. So you have much more control over the sidechain now. You can also choose to let the compressor trigger on the external sidechain signal, MIDI, or to a host tempo synced pulse. Overall, it looks pretty sick. It looks pretty sick. Pretty expensive too though, but this is top of the line compression in my opinion. The question is, how much is the upgrade price? So if you're interested in buying this plugin today, please use the affiliate link for Plugin Boutique down in the description. I get a kickback from whatever you buy there at no extra cost to you. So if you want to support the channel, the easiest way to do so is if you happen to buy a plugin, buy it on Plugin Boutique using the affiliate link in the description. It's $200 for the full Pro C3, or as an upgrade it's $84. Overall, pretty impressed by it. I want it. I want it bad. So hey, you know guys, you can also fire up that one Russian website too. I can't think of the name right now. In our next story, Fender has done the unthinkable, the unreasonable. I don't even know how to describe this. Some of you may or may not know, Fender has owned Studio One since 2021. They, for some reason, decided to rename Studio One to Fender Studio Pro. I mean, I felt like Studio One had some pretty good brand awareness, so this seems like a very poor choice, in my opinion. They also released a new version, though, and added a bunch of features, so that's good. Definitely increases the hopefulness a bit. So they've added some new amps, bass amps, effects. They've added a channel overview as well, allowing you to quickly switch through different options. They've added an arrangement overview, chord assistant. So they're trying to become Ableton, right? It seems like they're trying to become Ableton. They've added other things as well. If you're interested, I'll have it linked down in the description if you want to check it out. Bandcamp has become the first major music platform to ban AI content. They made a post to their website that says, "Keeping Bandcamp human." I mean, let's get a round of applause here. It's about time somebody's done this. It's about time. So Bandcamp has already been one of the best places to post your music, seeing as people may actually buy your music and you get paid for it more than a fraction of a cent. Now, if only they could make the actual algorithm better on it. One of the issues I've always had with Bandcamp is it felt like a secondary place to sell your music, as opposed to a place for your music to get out there and get heard. That's kind of the benefit you get with platforms such as Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Music, etc. So let's read this here and periodically celebrate, I guess. I don't know what else we're going to do. Bandcamp's mission is to help spread the healing power of music by building a community where artists thrive through the direct support of their fans. We believe that the human connection found through music is a vital part of our society and culture, and that music is much more than a product to be consumed. It's the result of a human cultural dialogue stretching back before the written word. I mean, yeah, they're spitting here. A little cheesy, but yeah, they're spitting. They're spitting. Similarly, musicians are more than mere producers of sound. They are vital members of our communities, our culture, and our social fabric. Bandcamp was built to directly connect artists and their fans and to make it easy for fans to support artists equitably so that they can keep making music. Today, we are fortifying our mission by articulating our policy on generative AI so that musicians can keep making music and so that fans have confidence that the music they find on Bandcamp was created by humans. On one hand, I do want to say, I feel like it took them a little while to do this. Maybe they were kind of waiting it out to see what was going to happen. Maybe if the government might step in or something, or at least more than they have. For those of you that do not know, there has been some copyright law changes, but I don't know if the government is really enforcing it that well or at all. That's one of the things that's so fucked up these days, is that it's becoming less and less clear, especially to listeners that are not producers or artists, whether or not what they're listening to was created by a person. Now, I know for a lot of us producers and artists, audio engineers, we can hear a lot of the time whether it was an AI generated piece of audio or what part of it may be AI generated. Think about it to the inexperienced person. It's probably not as obvious. They don't really know what to listen for. And it's just kind of concerning. It's kind of concerning that some people are being tricked. Some people don't care, obviously, but some people are actually being tricked. Granted, some of this is pretty fucking obvious too. When the artwork is also AI generated, that may clue you in that, hey, this may be AI generated. That's usually my first thought. When I see AI generated artwork, I'm like, oh, this whole thing may be AI. Our guidelines for generative AI in music and audio are as follows. Music and audio that is generated wholly or in substantial part by AI is not permitted on Bandcamp. Let's go. You cannot copyright a piece of work that does not have a substantial amount of human input. Sadly, it's very vague though, so we don't know 100% exactly what that means. Any use of AI tools to impersonate other artists or styles is strictly prohibited in accordance with our existing policies prohibiting impersonation and intellectual property infringement. While this is great, I do also kind of see a little bit of an issue here with this. Let me get to the next part. If you encounter music or audio that appears to be made entirely or with heavy reliance on generative AI, please use our reporting tools to flag the content for review by our team. We reserve the right to remove any music on suspicion of being AI generated. While this is really good, I do have some concerns, but there's a lot of accusations going around about things being generated with AI when they are not as well. It's just a lot of people being really paranoid about things being generated with AI. Now, I'm hoping that the people reviewing submissions on Bandcamp are very thorough and are equipped with good ears and are also not just going to be taking down anything that gets reported for utilizing AI. Because I've seen people get accused of utilizing AI that definitely made the song 100% themselves. I'm not going to freak out yet, but I could also see this being a bit of an issue, especially if there's a lot of submissions and they're not able to take care of it in a timely manner, or if they're going to have to outsource it to, I don't know, people not as familiar with listening to music or searching for artifacts in music. You can upload a lot of AI music very quickly. The fact that these submissions are going to be reviewed by their team. I hope this is a big team because this might get backed up. I don't know. I have a lot of thoughts on this, man. I almost don't even know what to say. With this policy, we're putting human creativity first, and we will be sure to communicate any updates to the policy as the rapidly changing generative AI space develops. Thank you. This is a lot to unpack here. What are you guys thinking about this? I'm not trying to be negative. I have a lot of concerns. I just have a lot of concerns. Now, some of you guys may be wondering, why isn't Spotify doing this? Why isn't SoundCloud doing this? Spotify benefits way too much from AI music being on their platform. They themselves can generate AI music on their platform and benefit from it because there would be less royalties they would have to pay out to actual artists. Keep in mind, they were actually paying for people to write songs and upload to their platform. They got caught doing this. There were people from their editorial teams that came out and said this, that they were paying for people to write music to get put in these editorial playlists because then it would end up with Spotify paying out less money. If they own the song, that is one of the royalties they have to pay out. That's a royalty that goes back into their pocket. So this is something that got confirmed. Now that generative AI is, on the loose, so to speak, what do you think they're going to do next? It got even easier for them to stick some music in the editorial slot. So that's why Spotify is not going to do this. I wish they would. If Spotify and Apple Music did this, that would be great. That'd be great. We need more of this. We need more people to be doing this. I hope SoundCloud does something like this. I doubt they will, though. My question also is, where is the line going to be drawn with this? Because here, what they wrote here, generated wholly or in substantial part by AI is not permitted on Bandcamp. So would somebody using generative AI to make a sample and then chop it up and then be creative with it, would that be too far? They're a little bit vague here. They should really clarify this with a little more detail, in my opinion. Like, what is considered substantial part? Not that I want to do that specifically, but I know that's something that people do. So that is where we end with this story currently. Let me know your thoughts on this, guys. There's definitely a lot to unpack here. I'm overall happy about this change. Bandcamp is one of the last good places to upload your music on the internet, and this is just another step in the right direction for that. You've heard my concerns. Let me know your thoughts on this. Thank you for watching this episode of WNIM. Don't go yet. Follow me on Instagram if you haven't. And if you want to buy a plugin or software, buy it via the Plugin Boutique affiliate link in the description. There are other affiliate links as well. Check out my second channel if you haven't. That'll be linked down there too. I'll see you guys next time.